smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we
Hey everyone, thought I'd just do a quick update for you. First up, I did a test fit of these old seats. For their age, they're actually in fantastic condition, barring the bolster on the driver's seat. But I was always going to fix that. I think I paid a couple of £100 for these. I think it was about maybe £400 for both. And they're actually still in phenomenal condition for their age. I mean, they're really firm. I mean, literally, if it wasn't for that bolster, I could put them in and just drive as is. I was always going to cover these in leather, but seeing how they look in the vehicle with the dashboard and everything, I actually quite like this upholstery, which does significantly change my plans for this vehicle. But one of the ideas that I've had after seeing them in the car is to change these outer shells for leather and leave the inner fabric panels as grey. And the headrest, obviously, we'll do an outer shell in leather and an upholstery headrest. And that's kind of how the interior would look, unless the upholsterer can fix, with this a similar or very as close to 30-year-old upholstery as we can get. So replace that foam bolster there, and then stitch in a new panel to match it exactly. You see, there's a bit of wear on the this bolster and the back of the seat. Maybe I just leave them grey and just do black door cards and the black carpet at the back, black roof lining, and good to go. Now you remember I was trying to decide about the lighter. I do still like this is a very light brown or a light tan. I do still like the idea just to brighten up the cabin. So we'll see what I go with. I still haven't made up my mind. It's frustrating the hell out of me. I thought I'd give this a test. I actually came in to fetch this gas bottle, so while I was in here I thought I'd just give this a test. And it actually works fine. I've obviously got the door closed because it is freezing cold outside. I think it's in the single digits at the moment. But yeah, this thing is perfect. It's blowing straight ahead, which I maybe do need to adjust and just angle it down a little bit towards the car, but it really, I think, given enough time, would warm up this garage completely. Now, you'll see I've been doing some work in this garage. We are going away. I'm going to see my family in Australia and New Zealand for the next 2 weeks, so that's why I thought I'd do an update tonight, because there may not be one for the weekend. So we have some big plans. I found the perfect set of workbenches and shelves and cupboards and things for this garage. And also, I was getting tired of having these things lying just sort of haphazardly around, so I'm just trying to tidy up here and make more space. When I come back, I want to do these shelves. These were destined for the other storeroom, the garden shed storeroom. And yeah, they're probably still going to end up there, but we need to redo that entire thing, and that's not really something that you guys would be interested in. Belle, do you want to go outside? Good. Let's just let her out quickly. Yeah, she got bored very quickly once that door got closed. So let's talk about this thing. I wanted to install this weekend, and I noticed several problems. Now, bearing in mind, I took this out, put it in a box, and I haven't looked at it for about 4 years. So I took this out to have a quick look to see about sticking it back in, because obviously I do need to do the wiring and all the rest of it after I finish all of this and fix this. But this is just really 4 bolts, so I wanted to put this thing in and just see how far I could get. And then I started picking up some problems. So the first problem, and the most glaringly obvious one, the heater core has a crack in it. So this thing, every time water was circulating through it, would have been leaking water into the cabin. Now, it wasn't doing that when I had the car running, because obviously I'd stripped out the interior, so I would have seen it. So either this core is also blocked and that's what caused this leak, or this corrosion had just plugged up the leak. But it was leaking very badly. I mean, look at the condition overall of this thing. I suppose for 30 something years it's not that bad. But yeah, I can't use it. I luckily do have another one, so that's not really a concern. The concern comes in with the rest of the blower. I've never seen this thing work, so I need to clean it up. You'll see it's been in the car for a few resprays. You may not pick up on the camera, but there's two different shades of red and there's a bit of blue, apart from all the dirt. But there's a bit of blue, so it's been in the car for a while. It's probably the original one from when it was new. So first problem, the foam in the blend door is gone. I'm having the same problem in my Cabrio at the moment. You can see it just literally, all this foam just comes apart, it just turns to powder. So top blend door, stuffed. Fan motor working, unknown. Inner blend door, useless. So here's the thing. And I'm going to have to empty this out at one stage, so I need to take the fan out and just clean this all out. I'm going to have to fabricate something here at the bottom. This is now for the control for the bottom blend door. So here's the thing, do I fix this, clean it up, redo the foam, do all the rest of it, or do I just get another one? Quickest, easiest, get another one. If I shop around long enough, I can probably find one with a new motor, a new heater coil, and I can keep the other one as a spare, and then just put it straight in. The other thing, this is quite, I actually laughed at this. Now, I assume at some stage, rusted solid. Still full, but rusted solid. So someone must have been working in the rain tray, dropped his lighter, got a spoon, tried to get the lighter out, lost the spoon, got another spoon, lost both spoons and the lighter. So, that really does explain all the noise I was hearing whenever I handled this thing. But yeah, this fan might actually work if I can put 12 volts on it. It's a bit stiff though, but it does turn, so I'm sure with some electricity going through it, it could probably work. But the rest of it is pretty much stuffed. So in the interest of saving time, effort and all the rest of it, it would be probably an interesting video. Once I've found another one, I'll tell you what, once I found another one and put it in the car, I'm going to crack this thing open and just have a look at what would need to have been done if I decided to fix it. I'm not fixing this one, but I'm going to crack it open. I have nothing to lose doing that. Crack it open, have a look, see what would need to have been done to fix it, and then we'll turf it. So that'll just be sort of a how-to. What would you have done in order to fix this? But ultimately, like I say, it's going in the bin. And then there's these guys. These are very lightweight MIM 1900 alloys. So originally they would have come in silver, although these ones have always been white, as far as I know. I think these ones were bought white, but obviously they also came in silver. I can't decide whether to redo these in white or silver with a high polish lip. Now these look very good against the red paint in white. So there's that. I mean, these could be for a track day. Let's see if we can kind of mock it up for you. Let's stand them up here like that. They're going to roll, but there we go. So obviously it needs to be centered. If I had time I'd do a better mocker, but white, new tires, and then against the red. It just kind of breaks the whole black and red thing. Now I'm obviously putting RML snowflakes on here, but I would like to refurb these and use them, because obviously what I can do, if I'm going on a track day, put the track tires on. If I'm going for a show and shine, I put the snowflakes on. These, I think the nickname for these is flowers. I might redo these, plain silver, silver caps, and just keep them as spares. I'll tuck them, sort of around the back there. I don't like throwing away perfectly good stuff, so these rims are actually all fine. All they really need is a tidy up. Lick of paint, maybe take out any of the road rash, take out any buckles, and then just, you know, kept in the back as spares. So that'll probably be something that I'll do with them. BBS Iggy's are also quite nice, a set of rims I'd like to get in there. I still haven't had a chance to get to the rubbers. I literally have not had a chance. In 2 weeks I've done next to zero on this car. I've been busy on other stuff. Obviously a Project Garfield, and I need to do the Jetta, some work I need to do on the Jetta, which will all have to wait till I'm back from New Zealand, Australia. So that's again a reason for this quick update. I built the engine stand in the last video. I do need to go, I need to buy a 20, 21 and 22 millimeter spanner, and then I need to get some long bolts. The nice thing about this is it's adjustable, and once you've got to the correct sort of position, you can lock it in place. So I need to get, this is a 22, this is a 22, this is a 21. That's why I need those two size spanners. And then this thing, you may not get it on the camera, but there's some very sharp edges in here. So I'm going to file those down, drill a hole in here, and I'll show you one in a second. So ditto with this thing. This attaches nowhere. So if it falls out on the floor, it could roll away. So I'm going to drill a hole in here and attach a small chain, just sort of a loop in there. Now I need to do it carefully because obviously this needs to come out when you need to rotate whatever it is you're working on. So I need to think about how I'm going to do that. So it might be sort of a pin with a split pin to a chain here, so that if this comes out, it'll fall down there and only have the length of whichever type of chain I use to fall down. But this is still very important, so I need to think carefully. I don't know why they don't have anything. I also would have liked to see, for when this thing is in storage, some kind of a loop or a, you know, something to put this handle. I guess the idea is in a proper working garage it just sits like this, but it's not going to work for me. So yeah, we're going to do the gearbox. Like I've said, we're going to do the gearbox first, the engine next, make the two together and drop them back in the vehicle. I'm hoping by the time we get to that stage the wiring has already mostly been run in, and you know, the engine can drop in. We need to do new studs. I should actually do a review maybe Wednesday night of the engine itself, but I need to do new studs for the exhaust manifold, which is over there. I'm not going to, I was thinking about Cerakoting this thing, but I mean it's an exhaust. It has a specific function. It's tucked away at the back. No one's ever going to really lie. It's not a show and shine vehicle, this, so this is pretty much how it's going to look. But you know, I was thinking of Cerakoting it, just tarting it up a bit. Kind of, you know, with the costs involved, and you know, I'm still thinking about it. I'm not 100% sold in it, but I am still thinking about it. So yeah, it could do with a lick of sort of high heat paint, maybe just make it plain black, and then obviously stainless steel all the way back. So yeah, and then this little bit of a mess. Gosh, to think everything in these boxes, pretty much apart from a couple of duplicates, when everything is said and done, all of this will be inside this. And obviously there's, you can't really see in the camera, but you can see the boxes for the snowflakes in the back there. But yeah, it's going to be amazing to see the progress. I got my gauges and everything, put those in, wire them up. The seat rail covers, windscreen wipers. Got the what's that? The steering column covers. Got the sun visors, dashboard lower bits, water bottle, water pipes. All of that stuff is going to slowly transition into this vehicle. Now I'm hoping to accelerate things when I'm back from New Zealand, Australia. It's been hectic. I can't tell you how busy we've been just as a family, just organizing the trip and just entertaining the kids on the weekend. And yeah, it's my boy is really looking forward to this car. He asked me when I'm going to finish fixing my red car in the garage, so I need to I think he's dying for his first ride in this thing. He sat in the car the other day driving the steering wheel, and he was super chuffed. So this is really for him as well. This little project, when it's done, you could get him a little helmet, take him on a track day or two. I'm sure he'll love it. But yeah, let's leave it there, guys. You'll see that this rubber has finally started to relax. It's still uncurling, but I think I can probably, once the engine and interior and all the rest of it is done, we can look at definitely getting the glass in, which was always going to be the plan. So, you know, sort of I'll do the wiring and everything, sound shop for the soundproofing, upholstery for the door cards, roof lining, and carpet, and the seats. Off to sort of a PG glass or a glass fit, windscreen, rear windscreen, sort the quarter windows out, put the glass in, and pretty much she's good to turn key and start. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this thing, and I'm sure you guys are, because there's been a lot of stuff that's just not happened in a while. So I'm hoping to have more time once we're back from this big trip. But yeah, sure, she really does look good. I just can't stop looking at this thing. But we'll leave it there for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.